Gronk told Fox Sports in a text, quote, "I'm back. I always said when I have that feeling and it feels right, I will be ready to take the field again, and I have that feeling. I'm ready." And Vegas has a good feeling about it. When Tampa's odds for the 2020 Super Bowl were initially released, they were 50-1. March 17th, the day Brady announced he was going there, their odds fell to 22-1. Now with Gronk in the fold, they're 14-1. That is the fifth shortest odds of any team in the NFL. We've got all the insight you could want. I've got Rex and I've got Dan with me this morning. And Orlovsky, I will start with you. How much better are the Buccaneers right now than they were 24 hours ago?
Massively. I mean, they've added another Hall of Fame caliber football player. And Greeny, a couple weeks ago, I told you this team was 3 moves away. They needed a pass-blocking offensive tackle, a pass-catching running back, and then someone that was comfortable with Tom Brady as a pass catcher that was going to work the middle of the field. I did not think it was going to be Rob Gronkowski, but now this addition allows the Bucs offense to have somebody in the middle of the field that knows Tom Brady, knows how he thinks and how he sees things. And really two areas that are going to be tremendously impacted by the addition of Gronk for this offense. And they're the two most important areas for an offense. Third down in the red zone. Gronk's impact on Tom Brady in those two areas is almost, he becomes like 2 times the quarterback. And so imagine now people sitting at home realizing Tom Brady's got Gronk back to work the middle of the field. And now defenses have to pay attention to that. And that's going to free up Godwin and Mike Evans, who we've talked ad nauseum about. Greeny, take the San Francisco 49ers out of the equation. They're the team to beat in the NFC. I think this move now puts the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as the second best team in the NFC when it comes to teams to beat for everyone else for the playoffs.
All right, that's a big statement. Rex Ryan, let me come to you. You know what it's like trying to stop that combination. What do you expect it to be now with Brady at his age and Gronk having taken the year off?
Well, this isn't Gronkowski Brady 10 years ago, but as Dan talked about, on third down and in the red zone, that's where this guy's going to play, and in a 2-minute situation, game on the line also. So to me, he's going to be a situational player. He doesn't have to be a full-time player. You have a budding star in O.J. Howard already on your roster. So to me, he's going to take care of the middle of the field. He's going to end up being a star. But I'm going to tell you right now, the red zone, the impact this young man has in the red zone, I don't care if he can't run anymore. It makes no difference. In the red zone, this guy's such a target. And as we talked about Mike Evans and Godwin, all those guys, they're going to be the benefactors of this as well. So to me, I think it's a huge thing. I had Tampa Bay already being the favorites in that division. We'll see now if this takes them over the top. I believe it's just a great signing. I actually can't believe it happened, though. I really can't, but here we are. It's a perfect situation. Gronk comes in. He doesn't have to be an every down player. His body won't hold up. We saw that at the end of his time in New England. He can't play full time. Yet, in a 2-minute situation, third down, red zone, where game's on the line in those situations, this guy can still be very productive.
Really quickly, Rex, why can't you believe it happened?
I just can't, man. I mean, I looked at Gronk before, and I had talked about how he looks like he's running with a piano on his back, and he was. And for a guy that's had to defend the guy for years, I saw it. But again, this thing, Greeny, he doesn't have to play every snap. And for anybody that thinks he's going to play every snap is out of their mind. That's not going to happen. All right, this isn't basketball or baseball or something like that. This is football. It's a collision sport. All right, so to me, yeah, you heard Drew Rosenhaus talked about how his body, feels better. Yeah, he's been away from football for over a year, so it's going to feel better. But how's it going to feel in back-to-back days? Those are the things. Look, nobody retires because they lose the lust for the game. They retire because they can't recover anymore. So to me, this guy, he's in a perfect situation, man. He's going to go with Bruce Arians, who knows how to handle veteran players. All right, not some young whippersnapper that doesn't know anything. Mm-hmm. So to me, I think it's a perfect situation. Those two, the combination of Brady and Gronk, it's almost unstoppable at times. Believe me, I've been on that back end. So to me, I think it's just a great move for Tampa Bay, and I don't disagree with Dan. Are they the favorites in the NFC? They very well could be.
All right, let me bring Graziano into this conversation now as well, our NFL insider extraordinaire. Dan, because a lot of people will perceive this the move of Brady, the move of Gronkowski as a repudiation of Bill Belichick and the Patriot way. Is that a reasonable way to look at this?
No, I don't think it is. I think we can look at a situation and say that these two great players got to a point where they were maybe exhausted by the Patriot way, but I would caution against viewing it as some sort of apocalyptic repudiation of the Patriot system. Tom Brady played there for 20 years. Rob Gronkowski played there for 9 years. I mean, if you can endure that long, it can't be all that bad. I think both of these guys got to a point where they wanted to try something else. Rob Gronkowski got to the point where the something else was retirement and WWE and all the stuff he's been doing over the past year. Tom Brady got to the point where it was play football for a different team. You've seen other players come and go through there in shorter periods of time. You've seen other players last a long time and do a lot of winning there. And certainly we cannot look at what Bill Belichick and the Patriots have done over the past 2 decades and think there's something fundamentally wrong with it when they've done all this winning. I do wonder, looking forward, if this seeps into the reputation a little bit and increases Belichick's challenge in terms of being able to recruit people to come there. But I wouldn't bet against him, and I think it's important to underline that this isn't a couple of great players that were there for just their rookie contracts and decided they needed to get out.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.